Well, we're back live, just like I said it'd be. I don't know how long we've been gone, but it's time to unwrap the prize after a day's worth of taping and no more than a half hour's painting. It's done. So, let's see what it looks like. This is the first go around. There's a color change. Left and
swoops there.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough getting it unwrapped.
Yeah, I can take as long as the wrapping up.
Be real careful, you know, you don't want to pull up any paint. I don't see how we're going to pull up any paint. Use so much damn thinner and retarder. Okay. But you never know.
No, don't want to go willy-nilly on stuff.
Save these.
Yeah, I always try to do those where I can.
I don't want to take the shell blue stencil off.
Right.
I'll take it off tomorrow when I get the red painted on that. So we had a three color operation. Oh, I gotta make sure to take some red home.
There's a spot that got missed.
Where?
Flag.
It didn't get missed, it got taped over.
Yeah.
So let's see before we do anything. Damn. Got an ink pen?
Yeah.
Does this work?
Yeah.
Fixed.
That's what I use instead of machinist ink or dye, whatever type of whatever.
I know, but it worked with dope.
The Sharpie.
I don't use Sharpie. Looks like probably gonna have an issue right here. too bad. Just dip across it with it. Always
Look
some.
at that. How that ran.
What?
That red ran under that. It's on the blue, but just like shit.
Red is horrendous. It's you always know there's going to be some full colors.
Oh,
You just try not to have very many. Usually at the leading edge, yeah, there's one there.
yeah. Around the corners. Some of that you can wipe off with the Windex.
How did I know? How did I know? Probably ought not to pull these blue stencils off yet, because it, I don't know, it may be all right.
Now I'd go ahead and get all the paper off of it before I even start doing them. Need to clean this table off and get unobstructed area.
That red spot came through right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Hopefully the Windex will take it off. Huh?
Hopefully. Just got a way of eating down into the color.
See if anybody said anything. Nope.
They're all sitting around with bated breath, as they say.
At least it's on the inside. The outside turned out okay. You can fix that, no problem. I think I'll have to. Might take a little more than spit.
And alcohol tip. Alcohol. Well, you gotta watch that too.
This is 70. 90 is a little too aggressive. Of course, this paint is week old. Got that one off. I'm gonna get that one off, so I'm gonna take a little sand and yeah, it's gonna take a little sanding. You ready to go upside down?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna put it on that white top.
All in all, if that's the only spot, is that one little spot there. And kind of par for the course, because at least one. Usually they're not there, they're in the leading edge on the fuselage.
Okay. Always get one around the wing.
I'm gonna say something, but I'm not gonna jinx myself yet. All day to tape, half an hour to paint, 10 minutes to unwrap it.
You know you don't have to take the lid off that, it just pops up.
I'm so used to doing the shit the old way.
Yeah, I saved all them bottles that you have to open, that you don't have to open all the way.
One thing I'm not doing that we used to do is razor blades in a matchbook.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're cutting pine, you need as sharp a thing as possible. And then I think they were scientific or gallows tips.
Oh God. On little stringers and stuff.
They were something.
Die crunched.
Man,
You could sand the back of them, and you could do every trick in the trade, and nothing worked.
how am I going to get that spot off?
Not gonna be easy.
Maybe I'll just paint over it with a swoosh.
You'll figure out something. I'm sure.
This is odd that it just peeled off this plastic like that. Let's turn it right side up. Start picking the stencils off. Feels 2 ounces heavier already. Not. Okay.
Now's the test of time.
No problem. Ain't nothing but a thing. If we did everything right to begin with, it should be okay. Where's the scalpel?
There's 2 of them laying around there. Both of them are over there.
One for you, one for me.
Take a little carding.
Gonna take a lot of carding.
Okay, don't move for a second. Okay.
Now here's a little trick that I learned on some other things. This is a big stencil, and we're trying to pull it all off at once. That won't work. So you take the scalpel,
Yep.
split it in 2, and roll it back on itself. Just like so.
Yeah, don't try to take the whole thing off in one fell swoop. As low tack as this stuff's supposed to be.
It's still sticky.
It's very sticky.
And it,
Another thing I'm doing right here is I'm rocking it.
yeah. You cut it already?
Yeah, it's wanting to tail on out.
Now don't worry about the flashing. You know,
No, I got that.
card that off tomorrow. Get this around this corner here where it's really stuck, it'll move better. Yep. You'll notice it's highlighted and shadowed too. You can find this logo on a Dr. Pepper race car. All right.
Are you guys wondering how long you wait until you take your tape off for your stencils?
Fast as you can get it off.
Half an hour? 45 minutes maybe?
Good evening, Greg. Okay, you're about done rocking so I can pick. Pull up any paint?
Not yet. It's not flashing.
It's all right. Start right there because that's blue tape. Now don't move. Let me get this started. Okay. Okay, don't move. Okay. The shading turned out rather nice. Okay, don't move. Come on. Okay. For those of you who've never done this, it can be disastrous. Okay, hold on, don't move. Okay. Now, this is a difficult one here. They don't move. Okay.
I'm picking. Okay, I got straight.
They don't move. Tough. This is a tough one. I got it. Wait. Okay. You picking?
I'm picking. And it's so easy to dig.
Don't dig.
I know.
Huh?
I know.
They don't move. Let me get this one started. Back from this side. Okay. Let me know when you get the blade away so I can pick.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm rubbing this flashing. Tomorrow when this paint is hard, I'll take a credit card and card it all off and all the nibs will come off of it. I just would like to get it off there, see what it looks like.
Yeah, I know. It sort of grates on you a little bit until you.
And you got it. Got most of it. You got this one down here.
Especially the big ones.
Yeah, the ones that are 1/16 of an inch. Yeah, we got them up. We got one here. If you use a card now, it'll rip the paint up. So I'm just
and it can smear it too.
I'm just using my finger to kind of bust that little thing back and forth. Yeah, it ain't gonna come off till tomorrow. There's one. I got one off there.
I've had it where it actually rubbed the color. Because the paint's thicker in them edges.
Yeah.
It doesn't dry as fast. Easy there, man.
What do you guys think? Does that look like a Dr. Pepper? And it gets a, whoop, sorry about that. It gets a swoosh like that. And let's see what this looks like.
Tilt up a little bit on that one.
That black marker worked good as long as the dope doesn't disturb it.
Well, dust it on there.
Yeah.
I know that stuff will,
Run.
well, yeah, it'll bleed out and your line will turn twice as wide as what you.
That was only a little spot. That red dot right there, that bothers me. But it's, you know, that's what happens with red. Ooh, don't like to hear that. Usually when you hear that noise, rip, the paint is coming up. But fortunately, when this was painted, it was about 60% thinner.
Mess with that overspray too much. Yes.
What?
Just don't want to mess with that overspray too much at all.
Overspray, where?
Well, not overspray, but that flashing.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get it tomorrow with a card.
Got to let it dry for that. Yep, there's the first paint rip up.
Where?
Under the blue tape. The blue fine line tape. It's in the hinge line. It's a good spot. That's where I get, yep, see that?
Yeah.
Gotta watch because it's wanting to peel on around.
It'll peel into it.
I'm trying. I know what to do. I could save the little piece.
Nah. I just take a brush and put some white there. It's in the hinge line, so.
Yeah, if it's about dead center, that's where I get a lot of mine at. And that stuff pulls up.
Not much you can do. I mean,
I don't know why it's like that there. It's always in around the hinges and stuff. Always.
Because there's not as much paint on there. We don't saturate that area.
Probably. This 1/4 inch blue fine line tape doesn't help.
Okay.
And I am peeling this back over on itself. As far back over on itself as you can do it.
Yeah, we got some talkers. Let's see what they said. Don't Dan Winship says this is funny. Says look good guys. I check up as soon as possible. And very nice. It looks good. The shading makes the logo pop. Yep, I knew it would. And Dan says, dang, Sparky, don't like to hear when that tape ripping sound got my attention also. Down Maine, I hear that sound. Words follow, yeah.
You betcha.
I was mixing some dope and I have paint, some trim colors, and notice some milky solids at the bottom of the can. Is it trash or I just mix it in? I don't know. I'd have to be there to take a look at it.
Is it clear?
Yeah, what is it? Clear color?
Are you using it for your base? You know, your first 6 coats of clear.
Yeah, Dan knew exactly what that sound is. Oh, shit.
Painter's worst nightmare.
But-
Well, airplane painter anyway.
But nothing happened.
And more paint come off right on the inside of that flap.
Yeah, it's all right. That all can be touched up pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. All right, get the. Okay. Oh, we got some more chatters. Rocket Blue. For one of my Brodak Tomahawk, I'm trying to replicate the scheme. It's Brodak, which I know you guys are not fans of, or it's like solid white at the bottom of the paint can. Mix it up.
Yep. It's all your pigments down there.
Yep. Mix it up and paint it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, mix it up till all of us back in suspension.
I don't know why this thing doesn't want to come loose under there.
Not holding your mouth right, as my dad used to say.
There you go. Okay. Need to get some more. You got any 90 proof alcohol?
Look up in the gray cupboard.
Gray covered. Where? Here?
Yeah.
First, let me hit it with 70. 70. Is that inboard or outboard? Outboard. I think the 2000 grit sandpaper would be the way to go. Either that or when I put a swoosh on it, just cover it up.
Yeah, you gotta start playing around those things sometimes. See this?
Because I
You're
don't.
gonna have to do something with that.
Ain't no big deal.
No, it's no big deal, but got a little spot there,
Ink pen.
little spot there, little over spray under the tape there.
Yeah, no
Not bad. Not bad at all.
A little glue residue on there. Oh well. Worry about that later. Where's that other flap?
hate it when it does that.
How come when it spit that dirt out, it couldn't spit it out on a stencil?
It don't do it. Don't work like that. Are you picking?
Yep. Okay.
It's all right. Come here.
I think I'll probably ink around that.
God damn it.
What happened?
Nothing's happening. I'm just getting frustrated because the son of a bitch won't start.
Just keep pulling and go from the other end.
It's all right.
I just want to rip it at an angle.
Yeah, pull from the other end. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna pick. Okay. See, instead of getting frustrated,
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
think about it from the other side. Let me pick this and hopefully I can get mine apart without pulling any paint off. And if I do, well,
Yeah, it's all part of the game.
par for the
I
course.
mean, if you can get by with as minimum as you can, all you can hope for.
They make airbrushes and erasers and
Yeah. How many people have I heard bitching about? I'm going around fixing all the screw ups.
you don't have any scripts, you ain't doing nothing.
That's right. There's that ripping noise. Don't like it here.
There was plenty of thinner used on this model, plenty. And retarder, plenty of retarder, so. Yep, still got a couple in the center to go yet.
Yeah.
Got mine up without ripping any paint up.
Yeah. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, buddy. You got 2 or 3 more tapings to go through. Solid surfaces aren't too bad. It's when you get over them open bays. Oops. You saw I wasn't doing anything when I did it.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, gotta come up for air every now and then. Quit holding your breath. You get some lift up in the edge.
Oh,
I gotta go get a soda. I'm about to dry.
yeah. The small one there. No big deal. That's a big one. Fortunately, on the bottom. There are a few touch-ups that need to be done, but it's just like with any of these paint jobs, they part of the game.
You ever had this stuff? Ale8
No.
soda pop, not beer. Original 1926. A late one, soft drink. Ale8.
What does it taste like? Ginger ale?
No, it's not a ginger. It's weird. It's not anything that you can relate to. It's a old style. Can we set this airplane up on the pad?
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on the sides or the bottom. You'd rather have it on the pad than on the table.
I wonder, I guess from now on, we're gonna have to start paying more attention to the flaps where we're gonna paint, you know? Because invariably, the edges on the flaps end up with buggers.
Yep. Yep, that's what I've been bitching about for a long time. In case take E-field paint. Not getting it wet enough.
That's what it is. I ended up with a couple of spots that pulled up on the edge.
Yeah.
But
As we started using a lot more thinner, I have less of it than I did before, but I'm still having issues there.
okay, let's see what is inboard. See what happened right there?
Yeah.
It's gonna be easy fix. CA.
Yeah. Did that to some of them. I saved a little chip and glued the chip back in.
A little glue residue there. Fortunately, this time I saved the file, so in case I have to draw another stencil,
Easy.
I can do that. It'll be fine. Remember that Under Siege movie? He's got a guard. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Let's see if Danny said anything else.
Besides, been there, done that.
Yeah. Let's see. Daniel Fish says, Don Main, yes, I am. Worked with Mike McHenry this summer and had improved. Is that, yes, it is Orcal. It's not real tough to get off. WD-40. Yes, it probably would come off if we put a little heat on it. And let's see what there was the last. I work with Mike McHenry. Use rubbing compound to remove the residue. Rub it with one finger, remove fresh paper or towel. Yeah, the residue ain't tough. A little alcohol, a little lighter fluid. WD-40. I can tell you this right now. If you use vinyl, it'll just pull the paint up. We'd much rather leave a little residue.
You really get very, very little.
Yeah, all right. So far, so good. I'll just rub a little CA in there, take that black off. Should be fine. This right here, though, I mean,
That's gonna catch your eye every time you look at it. That's right there where a judge would look.
I guess I could wait till tomorrow and sand it with
That's what I did
2,000.
because it's too wet.
Yeah, sand it with 2,000 tomorrow.
It may be dry, but it's wet.
Okay.
Let me start all these and then.
I guess I could start picking the rudder. Picking. This is worse than weeding.
Yeah.
Weeding, you don't care, just rub the piss out of it.
Put on everything that sticks to you.
I'm gonna save these two. Don't want to make them more than once if I can help it, because I'm gonna have to tape that off again.
There's a frickin' hair.
Don't worry about the hair. It'll bury in the clear. only got one more day of do as I please. And it's back to the grind, the weld. I'll tell you what'll really make it or break it out there is Christmas. What's the bonus gonna be? What's that sticking
Yeah.
up there?
Just a big
Flash.
flash.
I don't know, we pulled the paint up. That would be a disaster.
Nothing like it. You would have done it too if you'd been on it.
I know.
I ain't done it no different with you. These narrower lines come off a lot nicer, it's easier. Okay, I'm picking open bay. Okay.
Even around this area came out surprisingly well, which is surprising.
Picking.
I just thought of something to incorporate those checkerboard things. I'm gonna put a red stripe, real thin, start at the leading edge, go around, and then come back around. It'll be the coolest.
Okay.
Huh?
If you say so.
Yeah. Well, I wanted this like a dragster, you know, or a funny car or whatever.
Looks like you had that cut there.
Yeah, I did. better wait till you're done wiggling.
Yeah, I got some white stuff here. Years ago, I overcarded an airplane once. And you can do it. You let it dry and then you card it and then you actually chip the edge. Being a little overzealous.
There's that noise again.
But doing that,
Usually that noise doesn't mean anything over an open bay. Well, you think that certified paint smells different?
yeah. And, there's some overspray.
Uh-oh, where?
Red right there.
Oh,
Hey, all in all, you got 10 little spots. Shit. You're shitting in tall cotton, man.
there ain't even 10.
Not done yet.
Yeah. Rip though.
It's just real heavy
It'll be fine. Where's the overspray? Right there?
right there.
Yeah, I'll get that off.
It shouldn't be a problem.
That was a knife.
Right there.
Yep, all in all, it came out pretty good. So far.
Like unwrapping a Christmas present.
Wonder how much weight Wayne it gained. Nothing.
Probably not much of anything. Yeah, I bet you never use a quarter of an ounce of paint. All the colors combined. Put paint in the cup. You painted it. Still looked like you had the same amount of paint in the cup. Get that side one done.
We'll wait till
I'll
we
leave that flap off until I get that side one done and have a little more room to work.
all these Dr. Pepper logos look like I stole them. I didn't. I made him in that Inkscape program. The reason being is the ones that I took off the web, cut jack. I mean, that was a bitch.
I told you I've had that happen a lot making decals because I'm scanning them off something I found on the internet, and then who knows what the person that put them in there. Some of them
They look good on the screen, but
had watermarks in them and stuff that I couldn't get out. I didn't have the proper equipment to get the watermarks out and all that stuff.
well, the trick to making it look right is to bring it in to the program, make it at 50% opacity, then draw over the top of it so it's exactly in the same spot.
And it's better if you start with something big and you scale it down too. You don't want to
Right.
start with something small and try to scale it up because you'll have all sorts of malfunctions in it. It's bothering me. I had to get that off of there.
But
That big flashing.
fold up some paint.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you're gonna do that.
At least it's on the bottom. I don't know if I poked the hole in it or not.
They don't repair very easy when you do that.
Give me a little CA.
There's a little spot right here too. I don't have a real fine tip. Oh, let's see here. This thin CA is
Too thick. It'll be fine. Good. I think I poked a hole on it.
Yeah, real easy to do. Hold it down with the toothpick. Melt that paint.
All right. What's the best part about this is?
It's on the bottom. whatever kind of best part can you have?
Pour it right on the stick there, on the stick. Okay. You got any thicker CA?
Yeah, I got my finger glued to that piece of paper. Big time. And glued together.
I'll just put a little patch on it. Actually, it'll disappear when I clear over it. Yeah, jack filling. It's the size of the head of a pin.
Center. Teenage household. That's not good.
That's it.
Can lighter fluid gone. And the can, what's that big can? Here's lighter fluid.
Them shop gremlins been working in here at night. What time is it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be home by 10. 5:30. Almost done. I'm wondering how long people are gonna let this curfew BS go on.
Oh, and that for first year, doesn't matter what. Notice nobody's gotten the flu, nobody's had heart attack, died, nobody's had anything COVID.
Get that other flap done. I'll probably do them checkerboards on the rudder at home.
Yeah, the flap's done. I wasn't gonna put it on there until you did the side, so that
What all's left to do on the side?
take that whole stencil off.
Oh, really? You see that?
Yeah, don't touch it. Hopefully.
Hmm?
Hopefully you won't touch it. You already put your thumb in it.
I don't know what happened there.
Probably just got the tip of that freaking scalpel into it. It's so easy there, so fine little tip. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait until that wears off there and give it a bath and a couple hand washings and come right off of there. I just didn't want to, I wanted to get it off there because I handling your airplane. I don't want to scratch it.
Sandpaper. That's how I get it off. Sand.
Yeah, I guess I could. Look at that.
80 grit. What I use. You'll know when your thumb starts bleeding, you've gone too far.
I took my sanding block to my calluses on my feet.
I don't have calluses.
You gotta have calluses. Everybody's got calluses.
Okay, I don't. You know, I've never in my life gone anywhere barefoot.
I used to live barefoot.
Man, the whole thing's on there. How come you ain't got it off?
You's in my way. That made it smooth anyway.
Yeah, that's just how I get them off.
Still on there. Just like sanding a radius. Nice and smooth. Let me see what dent or scratch. Piece of paper still in there.
I need to take it off the foam here.
A big piece of flash in there,
Yeah.
yeah. Huge. Huge. Huge.
What's going on? Anybody said anything?
Back to building semi dump trucks.
Who's that?
Christopher Everson. RC Fred says it would look cool with some ghost flames on the nose.
No.
Dennis Fish says never tried WD-40. We'll give it a try next time. I don't like WD-40 because it does have oils and stuff in it. And
Here's the deal. If you're gonna use, if you gotta paint another coat, don't use WD-40. Because it'll make it everything fisheye.
yeah,
It has silicone in it.
it'll, even if you spray it in your shop where you're spraying your paint, it'll go around through the air and it'll contaminate your paint job. And there's other chemicals that'll do the same thing too. Not just WD-40. Anything with silicone in it, car wax. You happen to grab a can of it, moving it out of the way or whatever, and you touch your airplane. Silicone is hard stuff to get off. It's almost impossible. I did commercial glass and glazing for 40 years. And we used to use Dow Corning silicone to butt joint big 1/2-inch pieces of glass and stuff for office partitions and things like that. And we had this big long wall of this stuff that was sandblasted, had this pattern now, real beautiful. And the general contractor didn't want us to caulk it, so he hired a caulker to come in there and caulk it. Well, they went through there and they didn't tape any joint, and they just squished the silicone in there. And I understand it's a different kind of silicone, but it's silicone nevertheless. Squished the silicone in there, and then tried to tool it with soapy water and all that stuff. Well, that silicone got into acid etch, or sandblasting. And they couldn't get it out. So we called Dow Corning and says, what the heck will eat this stuff? They said,
Nothing.
nothing. It's chemical resist, it's everything. It said nothing will touch it. And so all the glass got wasted, every single butt joint in that. And there's about a 100-foot long wall, 4-foot pieces by about 10 foot tall, and had a real wavy sort of pattern in it and everything. Everywhere there was sandblasting that had that silicone embedded in it, and you could see it. It looked like crap. And if they'd let us done it, we would have had everything taped off and all that stuff. And I mean, that was just our standard operating procedure to do it like that. And it's, even if it wasn't sandblasted or acid etched or. Having a lot of fun doing that, hanging 16, 18, 25 stories up in the air off the side of a building, setting some big ass piece of glass some architect designed to go in there, weighed about 600 pounds out there on a swing stage.
You'll be fine when I get the clear on it and get all that flashing off there. Okay, where's that other flap? Hand me the flap there. I think I'm gonna pick them rudder things at the apartment.
What do you think?
Hey, what do you guys think? You think it's gonna turn out okay? Gonna send that guy a picture?
Yeah.
So we need some kind of trim on the stab. Get my numbers on it. Yeah, that's gonna be a trip to fix that. Whoop.
How about tipping the upward wing up?
What is going on here? There it is. There we go. Well, it's just a whole lot more detailing. And put the motor back in it and put the cowl on it. Get packed up, head on back, and keep picking.
Picking.
Let's see here. Sparky and John have a good night. Can't wait to see the checkerboard on the rudder. Yep, thanks. It would look cool with some ghost flames on the nose. Nope, 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 nope.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
evening also.
We've been on an hour and a half. So, I mean, there's a lot of video today.
All day long. A lot of stuff went on today just for this little bit, and it's got that much more to go yet. Maybe a little bit more.
Yep.
And that's gonna have to get fixed there where that doesn't go around. That's a little bit of stuff. Got taped over or something, it's no big deal.
I have to back mask that
Mm-hmm.
with paint it white there.
All these little boogers, they'll take time too. You know, you can't cut that out of the equation. Fixing them little boogers just like when you're going through your airplane and you're running around, and Sparky put a little piece of tape all over my plane. I put them all over his plane, and we went around and fixed all those little things. I spent a week. Well, maybe not quite a week, but close to it. I know Sparky did. Running around fixing all those little spots, and then you had to touch them up with paint, and then you get more of them, and you got to stop somewhere. But now you're in the really picky spots. You be running around really doing some nitpicky stuff. I think it's coming out real nice.
Bring that foam pad down here so we can put the motor back in it. Oh. Okay.
Code.
Yeah. Sure. You like that big fender washer I put on there?
Yeah, where'd you get that?
I got about 20 of them.
It's got a bigger hole in it than an 1/8 inch though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I was looking for 440, aluminum 440 socket head cap screws. Can't find them.
There's one
Where's one?
right there.
Aluminum one?
I think that's aluminum.
That ain't aluminum.
The hell it ain't.
Might be stainless steel.
No, it's aluminum. Got them from Microfast.
They don't have them anymore.
That's aluminium. Okay. Where's my tank?
Dog. It's over there.
How many you need? How many you need? I got a few.
Well, I was gonna get, 100 of them or 200 of them if I could find them, just to have them. I'd use aluminum 440s on everything. You use them on all your landing gear doors. There's no stress on those bolts. Your hatch covers. I've been using 256s, but they're so dang small, sort of hard to work with.
Let that be that there high zoot Australian motor.
Yes, sir. Hey. One of them super Tigras.
This motor's worth about $300.
Yeah, 160 for the motor and another 130 for the piston and liner.
New bearings,
New bearings, yeah.
new gaskets.
I wonder who put that together.
Yeah, I don't know, some guy.
Same guy that custom made that spinner and stuff.
Yeah,
That $1,000 tail wheel.
yeah.
Works out of his basement.
Yeah.
Got a mill and a lathe. I wonder who that guy might be.
At least you didn't say the prop extension, because this ain't one that you made.
Yeah, I know. The one on mine is the. In fact, I'm gonna make some more of them because I've got a different design I'm gonna do.
You made me
They'll be
some.
lighter.
You've made me some, but this is not one of them.
They're gonna be lighter. I don't think we need all that mass.
You know how you can tell? Look at the knurling on the front.
Uh-huh. No, I don't have the same kind of knurling tool. There's 50,000 different kinds of those. That looks like that didn't even get paint all the way across there. That pulled up really bad, didn't it?
Yeah.
It'll fix.
I'll get them all.
I've had that stuff where, man, it pulled up wood. Left a crater.
Yeah. But that guy just won't leave you alone, will he?
I texted him that picture.
Oh. Shoot, I gotta take this loose now.
Yeah, very nice. And they Sparky likes Dr. Pepper. He always has a can on his Stunt hanger building videos.
Yeah. There we go. So he knows me, huh?
Yeah.
I guess everybody knows me. I'll tell you what's really weird. I was in Overton, Nevada, visiting my dad, and some guy yelled out, "Sparky! Sparky! What? Who? Well, I never seen him before. You're Sparky from Stunt Hanger, right?" "Yeah." "Yeah, well, I'm Joy Matheson's friend." "Oh, okay. Whatever. Let's go flying." "Oh, all right." Joy Matheson's got my last Thunderbolt that's alive, if it's still alive.
I told him, yes, this is the Mother Tuckers of Sparky's. Mother Tucker. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, you know, and I get to thinking about it, and I know you thought about it, and you're talking about it right now, is the amount of people you know from all over the United States and the world, for that matter, you know, that you met at contests and this and that, and, you know, grew friendships and stuff of people from everywhere, all walks of life, you know, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs. In fact, speaking of Indian chiefs, I had this guy that was a speed flyer that, I mean, he was just a really super nice guy, and I always called him Chief. And he had some Indian blood in him. You could tell. You could just look at him, tell by his skin complexion. I mean, American Indian.
Not a Hindu Indian.
And you could tell, you know. And one day he come in to the contest. He's there, and he come walking in. He gave me this big knife. He had made this knife and gave it to me. And I said, "Oh, that's the Indian. Then he can go out and make a knife and come and give it as a gift to somebody." Oh. Very cool, Mother Tucker, he says.
Yeah, it's gonna get painted on the nose. Shoestrings got it on there.
Yeah.
I still got stacks to do and exhaust, and there's at least a month's worth of work to do on this. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
And yes, I keep the motor in it so I can keep weighing it to see if I'm up to where I'm at on weight, because I will not go past my weight limit. It's already on the edge. Come on. We need to weigh this airplane. We're going to go with 1/2 pint of clear, the crystal clear stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to weigh that and see what 1/2 pint weighs of clear. You know, weigh this first, spray it on, and then see what it weighs. That way, I know what I can get away with.
Right. I think you're going to hit 60 ounces. I know you want to keep it at 58, but I just think you're going to hit 60 ounces. You're going to come up with those 2 ounces of mystery weight here pretty soon.
I hope not.
Well, you know it always happens.
Yeah, but I've been weighing this thing with everything.
We've done that the whole time. Do that every time, and still it happens. Where does it come from?
I don't think so this time. Not on this airplane. This is the most complete I've ever put one together. I mean, it's got every piece on it.
Yeah.
Only thing it's missing is the
It could probably fluctuate an ounce in weight if it got set out in a moist area for a while.
Yeah. Okay. How's that repair come out?
It'll work.
Need a little kicker on it. You want to be able to see it when you clear it. Yep. It's up a little bit, shoot a little clear on it, sand it up, shoot a little clear, sand it, it'll be fine.
And leave the dust on it.
Okay, let's turn it over here, take your pad away. Aiming that way. See, I gotta paint this white anyway, so I'll be able to clear up that spot right there.
Yeah, you're bound to have all those little touch-up things going on.
Okay. Yeah, I think I wanna do this at home. There's just so much of it, it's gonna be an hour better.
It's a matter of picking.
6 o'clock. All right, guys. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed the long trek today. And I'll probably shoot some video at home. Yeah, it was a good day's work, all right. And I'll see you maybe later tonight or tomorrow for sure, and we'll start cartoning it off and finishing it up and detailing it out and laying out the color change, because it'll take me a week to get that laid out.
Yeah.
Because I got to think about it.
Yeah, you gotta make it have symmetry and everything else. That's dry enough to do that.
Coming home.
That's your bad credit card.
Huh?
That's your insurance card.
No. Credit card.
That's why you save all your old room keys to the motel room and that kind of stuff. And when the edge starts getting dull, just take you a sanding block or whatever and some fine grit sandpaper and sand the edge again and get the edges sharp again. It'll work great for doing this, or spreading epoxy, or doing whatever. Bondo, air epoxy light. Here's where the pisser comes in. You go and you gotta do all this carving into your airplane, and you wipe it down 3 or 4 times and clean it real good and get ready to shoot your clear on there. Then you shoot your clear on there and you find little flakes of this carded off paint under the clear. It's a pisser at that point.
Card's pretty good though. For the first round, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Still a little green myself, but
Yeah, it's green still. Tomorrow the card's better.
let it get good and crisp. I think you need to go out there and buy a leather glove with some real thin leather on it. Put the cockpit combing around that with real leather.
You got a little chip right in the center there. I'll have to take a little red paint and dot it. That right there is some glue. I'm not worried about that. I think I'll probably use a red pen. There's a dot.
Yeah.
About the size of that right there.
That fails right where you're gonna see it the most. Get that big flake off that side piece. That thing bugging the hell out of me. Looks like it's got a Q tail on it. Much better.
John didn't know whether I should shade it like this. I think it looks good.
Yeah, come out great. I mean, that's not the way the Dr. Pepper can is, but
It's the way the race car is.
you sure that was shaded, or was that just a sun plan on the picture or
I
something?
got the graphic. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate you watching. See ya.
See you. Bye.